Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. Thank you for joining us. We are here at the Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon on Monona Drive with the fabulous owner, Debi Offerdahl. Thank you for having us today.
Welcome.
And I want to introduce a very, very special guest. We are so pleased to have her here today, Miss Jean Faraka. She has been many things in her life, award-winning journalist, poet, and for 27 years, a talk show host on public radio. Most recent show is Here on Earth, Radio Without Borders. Jean, thank you for being, did I get it all? Thank you for being with us today. So honored to have you on our show. Thanks again, and thank you, Debi, for having us all here at your beautiful salon. I just want to first go to you two are old friends. Tell me how that happened.
It happened because my husband has been a client of Debi's for eons.
30 years?
And shortly after I met him, he very tactfully said, I think you should go see Debi.
That's lovely. And then the rest is, as they say, history.
That was the beginning of the new me.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a lovely beginning. And I know there's some history of a makeover that happened in your past on the part of Debi. Would you like to explain
Well,
how
the
that
makeover was a gradual thing.
Okay.
Actually, it was quite dramatic the way it started because I walked in the door, Debi took one look at me and said, well, we know you're not a brunette. And then it was, Elvis is not your look.
I love this. I'm sorry.
I was trying to be tactful. The color was a little too dark for you because you're normally an auburn, you know, like a light caramel brown.
You know, I don't think tact is your forte.
But it does come from love. It comes from the heart.
Love,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
That's real
Yeah.
friends. That's real friends.
So,
I always follow whatever Debi suggests. First of all, she doesn't let you have your own opinion.
No, that's true.
And, you know, you trust absolutely, and what do you know?
It actually works.
Yeah, it works. It works.
So, Jean, it's been a gradual progression, you said, over the years. I'm wondering what kind of effect, do you have a story to tell about how that's affected you, influenced your life, or how you feel about life or yourself?
Well, I never paid very much attention to my looks. I didn't have a very good self-image in terms of my looks. When I was a little girl, my father said to me, don't worry, Jeannie, looks aren't everything. And that was really devastating.
From your own father. Too.
Hard to get over that. And I had a very gorgeous, naturally beautiful sister who looked like Gina Lollobrigida. So it was a rough start. But after I met Debi, really everything changed. Everything changed, my sense of myself. Getting into radio, another thing, radio attracts a lot of introverts. And we never had any idea we would be in the public eye, and for a long time we weren't. It was only when media started converging that, and also when we were asked to go out on the road, you know, we'd take the show on the road. And so I had to develop a new sense of self. And fortunately, Debi came into my life, and I actually studied her. I did.
I was a science project. Her husband would be happy since he's a professor at the university.
But you didn't realize I was studying you. But, you know, I loved the way you dressed. I studied your makeup. I studied your whole sense of style, because I didn't have a sense of style. And as I said, slowly.
You did, you just didn't know it.
Maybe.
Inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I really needed it. I needed to develop a sense of style and something that suited me. And then more and more and more, as the media converged, and it wasn't just, oh, I recognize your voice, but, oh, I recognize your face, you know. And so I had to be more conscious of the way I presented myself, and I did develop a style over time.
And you had someone looking out for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And not only that, but Debi, on very special occasions, Debi would let me raid her wardrobe.
Nice.
Now that's a true friend.
Absolutely. And we had so many fun style stories. And
Is that an option?
by the way, what? Absolutely. Girl talk, come on over. No. But you know, I think Jean really hit it right, where a lot of women lose faith in themselves, faith in their confidence, for maybe they've heard something from, you know, a parent or friends that really put them down emotionally, so they don't have that inner strength to think, oh, maybe I'm beautiful inside. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like, you know, I rebranded my name called The Ultimate Veritas, meaning the truth. There's truth and beauty in every woman. Mm-hmm. And so just taking a woman, and when you do a makeover, you know, it's about picking out their features and enhancing them with hairstyle, makeup, color. And there is, you know, true geometry and symmetry and beauty in art, like Michelangelo teaches with his art form that I've really studied, of how you make and create beautiful balance and beautiful beauty within anyone. So you don't have to be a perfect model on the runway to look gorgeous. I mean, every woman has their own truth and their own beauty, which is your bone structure, your features, your everything. So I take all that in, and then, you know, I go through and we pick out what's going to make them comfortable, and a style that's going to really fit their lifestyle, their personality, you know, and we teach them how to do things, how to do it at home. So it's all of that, you know, and it's just kind of a neat thing. I did a woman's makeover, Amber, she's in her 70s. And I think, you know what, women, if you're 60, 70, feel great to look gorgeous, beautiful. Hey, why not sexy? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, Foxy at 50, I mean, all these things. But she's in her 70s, and she doesn't take care of herself. She used to be a guidance counselor. And I knew her when I was younger. And so she came to me, and you're going to be showing that, I think, throughout the show. It's a little reveal. But when you see her, her name is Amber, and she loves her hair long, and she hadn't taken care of herself. And when you see the before and after, you can just judge yourself.
That's
So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
Debbie, you bring such light from the inside out and from the outside in, and the whole package. You just see the beauty, like you said, and the truth, and we all appreciate that. Clearly, Jean does. I so appreciate your friendship. There's so much love and respect between the two of you. It's just
And we didn't get a chance to talk about Jean's
Yeah,
work
her-
here.
yes, her work.
I do want to mention really quickly, obviously, Jean is a very accomplished writer. She has many books out. I think a most recent one that we have here on the table with us, if you'd like to speak to it for just a moment.
It's my memoir.
Fabulous.
It's called I Hear Voices, against my husband's admonition. Don't call it that. People will think you'll end up in the loony bin.
I know, that's great. That's really interesting.
But since I was on radio for so many years, I did hear voices, and I learned how to really read voices. You can really tell so much about people from the way they sound.
Absolutely.
So I just want to mention that because of Debbie, I was in the Vagina Monologues, and she was my personal assistant, and she almost caused me to lose my job because we were so late at the Barrymore. We got such dirty looks. And then I ended up on the cover of Madison Magazine.
You sure did. I
Yep,
remember
for that.
Absolutely.
So, and there again, right by my side.
Again, Debbie,
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yep.
Jean, thank you so much for joining us.
I'd like to mention her blog.
Oh, yes, and Jean has a blog. What is the...
It's jeanfaraka.wordpress.com.
Okay, jeanfaraka.wordpress.com. So much great information to gain out there from Jean and from Debbie. Inspiration all around. Makeovers happening in the process. Go to VeritasSpaSalon.com, or you can come visit us at Girl Talk anytime on our Facebook page to find out more. Thank you so much for joining us, and Ultimate Veritas, thank you for having us. This
Thank
is Girl
you.
Talk.
Beauty and styling for Girl Talk provided by the Ultimate Veritas Spa and Salon.